What's up guys, welcome back to the vlog. If you clicked on this video, it's because you're interested in better understanding what are the signs of a spiritual awakening or a spiritual enlightenment. There's a lot of buzz around these words. It's becoming very more common nowadays, so chances are if you clicked on this video, it's because you indeed are possibly going through this transformation. So I'm gonna go over all the signs and the symptoms of a spiritual awakening and the spiritual enlightenment process, and how the book by Eckhart Tolle, The Power Now, can help you better understand this transformative process and help you get through it. So stick around. What's up guys, this is your Esoteric Esa, aka your esoteric homegirl Jasmine. Thanks for tuning in, happy to have you here. I just want to give a quick shout out to everybody that has currently subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much. Thank you, forever grateful. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so now. I would appreciate your support. My goal is to get to 100 subscribers by the end of 2018, and I am nearly there, and I am so grateful. So please, support me, support the channel, support the cause. You are part of this journey. Okay, all right, so in this video, we're gonna go over the signs and the symptoms of a spiritual awakening, spiritual process, AKA, am I going through enlightenment? Am I waking up? Stay woke, am I woke? Blah, 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 blah. I can go on and on and on. Now, the cool thing about this is there is so much awareness around the topic of spiritual awakening now, or spirituality, spiritual journey. A couple years back, when I went through my spiritual awakening, there wasn't much out there. And I think through the power of social media, there has been so much awareness around this topic and how important the spiritual journey is for us here on this earth. All right, I'm gonna get off my soapbox. I can go on and on about that. All right, so you're on this video because you wanna know, all right, cool Jazz, am I going through a spiritual awakening? Yes, I'm gonna tell you now, yes you are. The fact that you are curious to know and to learn and to better understand yourself. That's step number one, yes, okay? So I don't have an exact checklist, but I'm gonna tell you based off of my experience when I went through my spiritual awakening a few years back. Okay, usually this happens when an individual has gone through some sort of major life change. Could be a near life death experience. You personally or someone you know, someone close to you and that you love, who might have passed away, and that gets you questioning the meaning of life, and it usually turns our world upside down. And that indeed was the case for me a few years back when my father, thank God, so blessed he's still here on earth, but a few years back when my dad had a severe heart attack and he had to have open heart surgery, that just shook me the up. That shit messed me up. And it really made me go through some deep, dark times. Now, not only did I have that, I was also going through like a really bad breakup, and a very serious breakup at the time. So the combination of the two really put me in a interesting mental state where I was going through the process of becoming unconscious. That's another buzz term. Unconscious to conscious. And so usually when you go through a transformative state of a spiritual awakening, you go from being an unconscious spirit individual to a conscious, more enlightened, more self-aware person. And what does that mean? Okay, Jazz, you gotta break it down for the basics, right? Okay, here we go, basics. A conscious individual is someone who has their ego in check. It's good to have a healthy dose of ego. We all need ego to self-identify ourselves and to make ourselves feel good, because at the end of the day, we are humans. However, if the ego is out of order, most of the times, you will be seeking things out of sheer validation and getting into a lot of unconscious battles and disputes and life lessons that life is trying to teach you. Get off your high horse, because life will humble you real quick, and that's what life did to me. I used to be a super proud, egotistical, materialistic. All of that led me to the path of wanting to better understand what is the meaning of life. It's weird, it sounds super weird, right? But chances are you have gone through something like that, and so that's why you're here. And so now you want to better understand, why am I here? There is more to life, I know there is. So yes, you are going through a spiritual awakening if you are questioning everything about life, if you are questioning the things that we are being fed through the media, if you want to start eating better and taking better care of yourself and your body, and the music that you're interpreting and you're allowing into your mind, the people around you. If you notice that you are now gravitating away from certain people naturally, maybe not so much purposely, but because you don't really have things in common with them anymore, and you know, you're tired of the partying and the bullshit and going out and drinking every other weekend or every day, and now you want to understand how can you become a better person, or you find your interests have shifted and you're getting really into other things like other hobbies, and you're seeing that people who have similar interests as you, or who are going through similar life stages as you, are being drawn into your life now. That's a huge sign that you're going through a spiritual awakening, because it's all about the energy. Every day, every second, every moment we are here on earth, we are emitting a frequency, and we are attracting back that like frequency. And so when we go through these transformative stages and spiritual awakenings, when we wake up, we're leveling up. And not to diss anybody, and not to say you are holier than thou, better than Susan, better than Bob. No, that's not what I'm saying, because another part of spiritual awakening is realizing we are all connected. Everyone is connected. No matter how much of an asshole Frank may be, we still understand, God damn it, Frank, we connected. We're sharing this thing called life at this moment. You're understanding, you're becoming more empathetic. That's what you're understanding. Before, you may have been triggered easily, and now you're being more self-aware of things. When you would have been triggered easily to be more upset or more reactive, now you're catching yourself more. That is a sign of spiritual awakening. So what does that have to do with Eckhart Tolle's Power of Now book? A lot. Eckhart in this book goes over a lot of main themes that detail the power of now, literally the power in this present moment. Me sitting here recording this video, talking to you, the power of me being present at this very moment, looking into that lens, trying to connect with you directly. Like, literally, like I am putting my heart and soul into this moment right now, even though I don't even know who you are at the end of the screen. But it's because I want to fully take this moment in and give out what I need to apply out. And that's what Eckhart talks about. Every day, every moment, whether you're at work or whether you're with your grandparents or your children, your best friends, instead of us being on our phone, guilty of it, checking my likes, checking my Insta, how many views did I get on my video? If I'm sitting here having brunch with my best friends, I should be connected in this moment and appreciating this very moment, because you never know when you're gonna get that moment again. And that's the beauty of life, is being present. So how does that directly correlate with spirituality or the spiritual awakening? Eckhart goes over this thing called, and I'm paraphrasing, what he calls, what he deems, what he's branded as, and he doesn't so much own this. This is a very old and ancient belief, but what is called the darkest night, or the darkest night of the soul. That is what I went through when I was going through the beginning stages a few years back of my spiritual journey. And the darkest night for me was when I thought I was gonna lose my father. I lost that relationship I was in, and all of that, you know, was a result of me being unconscious. When I was going through that breakup, I had a lot of unconscious behavior and I wasn't aware of it. And I had literally hit like rock bottom, in the sense of I was thinking to myself and thinking back at all my actions of where I've gotten, because my father's heart attack led me up to that moment. It really gave me that moment of appreciation. And maybe you're going through that right now, whether it was a powerful loss of some sort of relationship, some sort of friendship, anything that has some sort of deep meaning to you that has been revoked from you. That will result in you wanting to become a better person and understand life better. And so the darkest night of the soul is when you literally are going through shit. It's a shit fest, and it's not pretty, and you're dealing with your shadow self, and you're really working through it. And sometimes a lot of us can not want to deal with our shadow self, and so we result in drugs and partying and drinking. And for me, that wasn't the case. I really instead took into the liking of learning and reading, and I really got into this book, and so much so that I passed it on to my friends. I think I passed on my original book to someone. I lost it. It hasn't been returned to me, but that's okay, because now it's in a good home, and I hope that it keeps being passed on. But this book will help you transform your thinking and will help you in your further journey of the spiritual awakening, the spiritual process. If you're learning that, okay, I'm taking more interest in esoteric teachings, things that are not as popular or as common, like maybe you're getting really into a religion, that's also another symptom, like Christianity or Hinduism. Or maybe that's not so much your thing, and you're getting really into crystals, and you're getting really into tarot, and you're getting really into the esoteric teachings, right? The things that are kind of like taboo, but there's nothing wrong with them. These teachings help us better understand who we are and the mysteries behind life, and further our spirituality. If you're noticing that you're also seeing, you know, you're taking a liking to crystals and you know, all kinds of metaphysical teachings, and then you're also seeing repetitive numbers, number sequences. Like for me, I always see, you know, 1111, 1212, 1010, 889, 999, 989, 988. You're gonna start seeing these numbers, because that means you are waking up, and that is spirit trying to communicate with you, your angels trying to communicate you. These are all other videos that I'll have to start creating so we can get further into. But so if you are going through a spiritual awakening, you are curious as hell to understand the meaning of life and what your life purpose is here on earth and how you can help out. You're becoming more empathetic. You are understanding that we are all interconnected. You are seeing patterns. You're seeing number sequences everywhere, on receipts, on license plates, on the clock. Every time you look at your phone, you're always seeing 1111. That's the most common number. Hey, be proud. That's your spirit guide saying, yo, wake up. We got shit to do. Let's get it. You're gonna start seeing amazing things happen. So everyone has the opportunity to go through a spiritual awakening. It's up to you to decide if you want to wake up, as cliche as that sounds. And the first step is that you are starting here. And I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy that you are in this moment of wanting to become a better person. Good for you. Seriously, I'm not trying to be cheesy, okay? So you can do this. So those are my signs, personally speaking, of how I knew I was going through a spiritual awakening, and how I think can be applied to your own personal lives. And you can understand if you're going through a spiritual awakening, chances are you are. And so just don't give up. There are a lot of resources out there now. And if you want to chat more about it, always hit me up. I mean, I'm not a spiritual guru or anything, but I can always just speak from my own personal experiences. And the point of this video is just to help you. I really want to help guide you, because when I was going through this, I didn't really have anyone to turn to. And it was all about being self-resourceful. And so I just want to pass this on. Seriously, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And he has other series of books. Guys, I hope you found this video helpful. Super simple. There's not much to it. You know what? You're going through a spiritual awakening. That's why you're here. All right? We're all here to serve a purpose, and I hope you find your dharma, okay? Best of luck to you, and I can't wait to see you on the next video. Again, if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe, please like this video. You are contributing to the channel and to the purpose of this channel. So thank you to all of you who are watching this till the end, and thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. All right, I love you guys. This is your Esoteric Esa, aka your Esoteric Homegirl, Jasmine. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.